Hello and welcome to New Fast Food. We've got a lot to talk about today, including an update on Taco Bell's next promotional campaign, McDonald's testing a catering menu for breakfast, and Chipotle is actually opening up some restaurants with drive-thrus. I also want to say thank you very much for bearing with me. You may have noticed that my energy level has been a little bit lower than it typically is, and that's because I'm pretty sick right now. So I'm still trying to power through and bring you guys the news. Let's get started. All right, so last week we talked about the next Taco Bell promotional campaign. Just to refresh your memory, the wild Naked Chicken Chalupa and the mild one, but the Naked Chicken Chalupas are going to be sticking around. They're also going to introduce a $5 steak nacho box, which is basically just a big box of steak nachos with a drink for $5. At that time, that was all that was planned to be rolled out in mid-June, but now they've decided to add some additional items to the June promotion, which is going to make it much more enticing to visit Taco Bell. So, what have they done? Okay, the first thing that they've done is they've taken the Naked Chicken Chalupa Combo and they've turned it into a $5 box. So if you're familiar, the Naked Chicken Chalupa by itself is $3, $2.99, and they've also been offering it in a combo where you get the Naked Chicken Chalupa, 2 crunchy tacos, and a drink for $5.50, which is of course priced higher than their normal $5 promotional box. So what they've done is they've actually improved the items that are coming in that combo, and they've lowered the price to $5 to turn it into a $5 box. So starting June 14th, you'll be able to get a Naked Chicken Chalupa, a crunchy taco, and a Doritos Loco Taco with a drink in a $5 box. That's huge because of course the Doritos Loco Taco is replacing the second crunchy taco. The Doritos Loco Taco is a higher priced item, so they're adding a higher priced item into the combo and they're lowering the price to $5. That's a huge value in my book. That's really going to be a great deal. But they're also introducing a second new deal as part of their June promotion, which I think is also fantastic. So they're bringing back the Triple Melt Burrito. So of course the Triple Melt Burrito was part of the previous promotional campaign before the Naked Chicken Chalupas. They were $1 Triple Melt Burritos, $1 Triple Melt Nachos also, but there's no word of the Triple Melt Nachos coming back. But the Triple Melt Burrito coming back as part of a deal. This is where you get a Triple Melt Burrito and a medium drink for $2. And this, on the surface, looks like a really good deal, and I think if you go and look at it even further, you see that it's actually a tremendous deal, and I'll talk about why. So of course the Triple Melt Burrito last month was $1. So of course when you first look at this, you might say, okay, for $2 you get the Triple Melt Burrito and a drink. So really it's like getting the Triple Melt Burrito for $1, and then you get the drink for another $1, which of course is a discount. Medium drink at Taco Bell retails for $1.89. So you say, okay, well you save 89 cents on the drink. But I think if you turn it around and look at it the other way, and you say, okay, I was going to order a drink anyways, so a drink is $1.89 by itself. For $2, I get a drink and the Triple Melt Burrito. That's like I was ordering my drink and adding a Triple Melt Burrito to that for 11 cents. And so I think when you think about it that way, this is a really powerful deal proposition, and I think that's going to be really hard for someone to pass up who doesn't normally order a $5 box or a combo of any kind, but just does like to add a drink onto their normal order. They're going to be like, hey, this drink normally costs me about $2 anyways. I might as well get it with this Triple Melt Burrito for about the same price. And in fact, at some Taco Bells, it is the same price. I know at my local Taco Bell, the normal price for medium drink is $1.99. So you might as well get this $2 deal with the Triple Melt Burrito. It's just incredible value. If you're someone who's been a little bit discouraged by the higher price points of this latest promotion with the $3 Naked Chicken Chalupa, there's some new value coming in the June promotions. Okay, before we move on from Taco Bell, I want to talk about some other rumors that I've seen floating out there. These are coming from Reddit, but I'm not familiar with the Reddit user who posted these, so I don't know how reliable that they are, but they at least sound credible. So we knew that the Nacho Fries were coming back sometime this summer. We knew that they're obviously not available now. We know that they're not coming in part of the June promotion. So they're now being rumored to be coming back as part of the July promotion. And the July promotions will start on July 12th. So the rumor is that the Nacho Fries will return for $1 on July 12th. The other thing that is rumored to come out on July 12th will be the Watermelon Freeze. So of course this was originally rumored to come out in June, but we heard that it was pushed back to July, and now we've got actually a few more details about it. We had originally just heard that it was a watermelon freeze and figured that it was a watermelon flavored freeze. We're now learning, as part of this rumor at least, that the watermelon freeze will come with candy seeds, so like some little probably black candy pieces that get poured into the freeze to make it look more like a watermelon. So it comes with these watermelon candy seeds and a special straw. So I'm assuming that the special straw is just maybe like a little bit wider straw in order to suck up those candy seeds. But that'll be interesting to see how that turns out, how that looks when it's all put together. This watermelon freeze with the candy seeds and the special straw. And next up, a new study was released this week. Saying that makes me feel like a late night talk show host. A new study was released this week. This one about fast food, and there was a lot of numbers, a lot of statistics that always come out of these surveys. I'm really fascinated by them. I like to kind of pick them apart. A lot of times the numbers are just kind of all over the place. It's talking about one thing and then it just jumps to something that's kind of completely unrelated, where if you're not looking at it closely, you may think that the two are tied together and you may start drawing your own conclusions. So I like to kind of pick them apart and see what actually is why I feel is important coming out of it. And this one, like I said, has a lot of numbers, a lot of stuff all over the place. But two things really stood out to me. And the first one was that for lunch, fast food has passed fast casual in terms of popularity. So if you're not familiar, you're probably familiar with what fast food is, like a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, Burger King type establishment. A fast casual is more like, so you go in, you order at the counter, they give you a number, and then they bring the food out to you. Sort of similar to like the way Hardee's and Carl's Jr. does it, but normally fast casual places have a little bit higher priced menu items, and they're just kind of a little bit even though they're called casual, a little fancier than a fast food restaurant would be. So anyways, they separate them into those two categories, fast food and fast casual. Fast casual dropped in popularity for lunch, at least. Remember, we're talking only about lunch, from 37% to 32%. Meanwhile, fast food gained popularity from 30% to 35% of people saying that they preferred to go to a fast food restaurant for lunch. So that means that the fast food now is at 35% of popularity for lunch, fast casual at 32%. So in from 1 year, fast food has passed fast casual. Again, this is only for lunch, so you gotta keep all these things in mind, because for dinner it could be a completely different story. They don't go into detail what the numbers are for dinner, but all we know is that for lunch, fast food has passed fast casual. So they're speculating that the reason why fast food is becoming more popular than fast casual for lunch is that the millennials make up a huge part of the buying population right now, is that they're getting older. And so as the millennials get older, they've got more responsibilities, they've got children to feed, and they start to gravitate towards the more convenient, more affordable items at the fast food restaurants rather than the fast casual restaurants, which were very popular with millennials a few years ago. But now that they have less disposable income, they're looking for the better, save money, gravitating more towards fast food for lunch. I think that's significant. I think that was one of the major things that came out of this survey. I think that the other one is that 40% of respondents to the survey have never used any type of mobile device for dining purposes. So I'm assuming that would include mobile ordering for delivery, as well as mobile ordering for pickup at any kind of restaurant. So this I thought was significant because we do talk a lot about these online orders, these mobile orders, these delivery orders as being, you know, kind of the next big thing for fast food places. And we see here that, you know, almost half, 40% of people have never used a mobile device for any kind of dining experience. And I think that there's two ways to look at that, right? You could look at it and say, well, there's 40% of people that we can see as growth, that, you know, people that could potentially start using delivery services or start using online ordering in the future. And, you know, there's still a lot of growth there. The other way to look at it is that, you know, mobile orders and, you know, delivery now have been available for at least a couple of years, a few years, and 40% of people have never even tried it. So, you know, these 40% of people may never try ordering things with their mobile phones, and that's just, you know, maybe we're stuck at a point now where we're not, you know, you're not going to see any more growth in the delivery, in the mobile order group, because, you know, these 40% of people, they could be, you know, people that are just, you know, generationally not into using technology, or just, you know, for whatever reason are turned off by it, or don't feel like it is a convenient thing, don't feel like it is helpful. I've mentioned before that, you know, when you're using mobile app to order things, there are a lot of advantages about it. You know, it's easier to customize things, it's easier to make sure that your order is correct. There's also, you know, a lot of drawbacks, and, you know, one of them is that it just takes more time. You know, they're coming out with, you know, Taco Bell's good at now. They've got some ways to speed up the ordering process through saving your favorite items and stuff like that. But for the most part, it takes longer to pull out your phone, open up the app, find the items that you want to add to your order and place the order and pay for it than it does just pull up or walk up and the employee does all the work for you. And, you know, especially, I learned recently that 70% of McDonald's business comes from the drive-thru. It's incredibly hard to place a mobile order while you're driving. So there you go, 40% of people have never used a mobile device for any kind of dining experience. Okay, a quick update. Dunkin Donuts has officially announced their cake batter donuts will be coming in June. I talked about the cake batter donuts a couple of weeks ago before they were announced. So make sure you're tuning in to every episode so that you hear about all these great fast food items before they're officially announced anywhere else. Another quick update, Popeyes has brought back their Cajun Wings. You can get them in a 6-pack for $3.99, which I would say is a pretty good deal. 6 wings for $4. I think anytime you can get hot wings for less than $1 a piece, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. So 6 for $4, yeah, I'd say that's a good deal. Go and pick it up if you're a fan of Popeyes Cajun Wings. They're back. Next up, McDonald's is testing breakfast catering in Florida. So this is happening in Central Florida, around the Orlando area. It's a pretty big test. Almost 200 locations are testing this out. McDonald's says that they get a lot of people coming in the morning, picking up food to bring to morning meetings at their office already. So this is just sort of catering, to use the word, catering to that market and making it easier for people to pick up breakfast food for a large amount of people. So they come either in bundles that have pretty snappy names attached to them, or you can kind of create your own bundle. So either way you want to do it, you can. I think this is pretty cool. I know that at least in my office, people tend to like healthier items when people bring them in, but people still bring in donuts and stuff like that. So I'd be really happy if someone brought in some McDonald's into my office. I think that'd be really cool, and I think the aesthetic of it coming in this nice catering box, as opposed to just plopping it, having someone bring in a bag of McDonald's and plop it down on a conference table. I think that's not as appealing as someone bringing in this nice, pretty tray with these sandwiches all kind of laid stacked in a row. So we'll see how long this lasts in the Orlando test market, and then hopefully we'll be able to have this breakfast catering option available nationwide. So yes, you heard me correctly. Chipotle is adding drive-thrus to some restaurants. They previously had only one restaurant that had a drive-thru. They now have 5. So they're not, this is not a huge expansion, but they now have 5 restaurants that have a drive-thru. One big difference between these new Chipotle drive-thrus and of course a regular drive-thru restaurant that you may be used to is that the Chipotle drive-thrus do not allow you to order in the drive-thru. So you have to place your order via the mobile app or via the Chipotle website, and just be going in the drive-thru to pick up your order. I think this is actually a great idea. I think that actually ordering through a drive-thru for a Chipotle would just be too much. It would take up too much time. It would be too confusing. I think this is actually a much better idea, much more forward-thinking idea for Chipotle to use the drive-thru for mobile orders and online order pickups. So I think you can also pick up phone-in orders. So you can phone in an order and then go through the drive-thru to pick it up. I think this is a really good idea for Chipotle. I hope to see this expand to more locations in the future. And before we get off the topic of Chipotle, let's imagine, if you will, that you just got a new job as the CEO of a huge company. And this new company is not close to where you're currently living. In fact, it's several hours of a plane ride away from where you currently live. What exactly would you do? Well, if you're a normal employee, you pack up and you move to where this new company is. But if you're the CEO, you pack up the company and you bring it into your own neighborhood. So that's what Brian Niccol is doing. He's, of course, the new CEO of Chipotle. He previously was the CEO of Taco Bell, which is based out of Orange County in California. Chipotle is based out of Colorado. So what is one of the first things that the new CEO of Chipotle does? He not only moves the headquarters of Chipotle, he moves it into his own backyard where he currently lives in Orange County, California. So hey, I guess if you're the CEO, you can do that kind of stuff. Must be nice. And I'm going to leave you with this. This is a contest that's going on. KFC is giving away some pool floaties that are shaped like the Colonel himself. They're giving them away as part of a contest. I'll leave details on how to enter the contest in the description below. But this is just kind of a cool thing to look at, these floaties that look like the Colonel. So that's enough out of me. Now it's up to you to continue the conversation down below. I want to know, have you ever ordered fast food from a mobile device, either through the restaurant's app or through a delivery app? I want to know, are you part of that 40% who never has? Or is this something that you utilize? And what do you either like about it, or what do you find challenging about it? Like I say, it probably takes more time to order through a mobile app than it does just to walk up and place the order yourself. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We talk about fun stuff like this twice a week. I release new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and you can watch more right now.